Hundreds of years ago, in ancient Japan, where the country was fraught with endless wars, there existed an immaculate forest that remained safe from the devastating clutches of war. However, even amidst all that greenery, a tree stood out like a sore thumb. The tree never blossomed, and it was always there in the middle of the forest, looking like it had long lost its life. The tree had come to terms with its loneliness, thinking that maybe it was cursed. But everything changed when a kind-hearted fairy approached the lonely tree. She cast a spell on it that would last for 20 years. During this period, the tree could turn back and forth from a tree to a human, to be able to feel what humans feel, and to find happiness. However, if the tree couldn't recover its vitality after 20 years, then it would be doomed to live a life of death. The tree immediately turned into a human to search for happiness in this world. Sadly, there was no happiness to be found in a world fraught with endless war. He felt even more desperation than he did before, and returned back to living its days as a tree, deciding to abandon all hope on humans. Years passed until the tree decided to turn into a man for one last time and visit a stream. There, he met a beautiful woman named Sakura, and the two immediately warmed up to each other. The tree, who decided to call its human form Yohiro, felt a strange feeling in his chest. Each day, he longed to spend more time with Sakura and to live the rest of his remaining years by her side. However, the spell was soon to be undone, and Yohiro had no choice but to accept his cruel fate. After all, he hadn't yet found true happiness. One day, he decided to tell everything to Sakura and to never meet her again. Sakura listened to his story with patience and watched his back as he left. Months passed as Yohiro, once again in tree form, returned back to a life of loneliness. Days went on meaninglessly until Sakura paid a visit to the tree in the forest and wrapped her arms around its trunk. She told the tree that she didn't want it to die, and that she'd realized that she'd fallen in love with it. At the exact same moment, the fairy appeared out of thin air and asked Sakura if she wanted the tree to become human once again, or if she wished to merge with him in his tree form. Tired of all the war and unhappiness in this world, Sakura immediately agreed to merge with the tree, and her wish was granted. Finally, after experiencing true love, the lonely tree that never bore fruit blossomed, and it turned into the most beautiful tree in the forest.